So welcome everybody to this online session, information session regarding Alizea Small Grant Facility, which is managed as part of a regional project called Agroecology and Safe Food System Transition, which is coordinated by GRET and CIRAD and mobilizing around 20 partners. So how can I, okay. So the information session, the overall objective of this small grant call in 2022 will be to strengthen Alizea members and its partners on three major topics that we have assessed as a key major topic to support agroecology transition in the sub-Mekong region. So it's open, this call is open to Alizea members and to non-members if they are in partnership with Alizea members. Specific objective for this grant is to strengthen the partnership, so to encourage Alizea members and their partners to join on collective actions. We strongly believe in multi-stakeholders approach within Alizea network. To reinforce the member skills through building partnership with non-members and to broaden the effort of inclusiveness within the network. So to try to gather consortium working from academia, researchers, farm organization, NGO, private sector. We have, as I mentioned, we have three key main topics for the grants. The first topic that you could apply is regarding the assessment of the impact and effect of public policies that are in favor of agroecology and food system at multiple levels. So we believe that public policies are really essential drivers to move forward and to support agroecology transition. However, in the region, we feel that there is still limited public policies that are remaining fragile and insufficient in terms of implementation. So this is why we propose this first topic. Just as an example is within this first topic, proposal could either assess a specific evaluation on a specific provincial or national level of public policies, but also compare different public policies. So having a comparative analysis for policy implementation and informant. Those, please keep in mind that this is really like examples, just to help you to have some more concrete background, but it's not only this. Second topic for this grant is regarding the support to agroecological innovation. And when we talk about innovation, we have a broad understanding. Agroecology is multi-dimension. So its innovation are related to technical, social, economic, organizational, institutional dimension. And here, the idea is to say that multi-stakeholders, co-creation of actors to develop processes for agroecology is the key, involving also farm organization to really have co-development of contextualized solution and test solution. And for this proposal should address the main barriers on how we could implement and scale up the adoption of agroecology. Once again, some examples of what could be focused or targeting. For example, in the region, there is a lack of market access for agroecological products, and there is a need to go beyond like niche markets. So how can support bringing agroecology into markets, or testing and supporting specific agriculture technique practices, integrating farming system, how to support actors to be less dependent on external input, for example, or how to address the need for crop protection. Once again, those are just just examples. And the last topic is regarding the evaluation of the performance and the impacts of agriculture and food system. And here the objective is to say that there is a need to produce field evidence, robust evidence that are happening at grassroots level. We acknowledge that there is a lot of initiative ongoing at local level, but not enough documented and not enough highlighted about those outstanding initiatives. And so there is a need to document and assess the performance and the impact in order to help giving more credibility to agroecological movement. There is a wide range of methods and on how to assess the performance and the impact of agriculture and food system. It's not compulsory to apply one method compared to another. We just listed a couple of existing methods. I think most of you know the FAO TAPE methodology, but it could be any methodology as long as it's a robust methodology. In order to say that the region has a lot of diversity and we need to capture those specificity from each region. As an example, again, the proposal could focus on targeting all the multi-dimension of agroecology, on social, environmental, economic, political dimension, or it could be also assessment to decide to evaluate specific dimensions of agroecology. Or another example could be to compare conventional agriculture system with agroecological systems. This is also allowed. As expected output, what are we looking for? The idea is to document all those small grants reward with one similar topic in order to share and disseminate widely on one case study report. We will also request organization to produce narrative and financial reports based on a specific templates. The third expected output is knowledge product to capture the approach, the lesson learned, the results. Also with this idea of wide dissemination of the result of the small grants. And number 4 is we want organization that will be rewarded to participate into lesson learned, lesson sharing, cross-learning events that we will organize. And this is part of the small grants monitoring process. We feel that it's really important to organize those cross-cutting events in order to use the small grants knowledge to enrich the debates at local, national, and regional level. And all those knowledge generated through the small grants will be uploaded into the Alizea Asset Knowledge Hub for wide dissemination. In terms of application, as I mentioned at the beginning, the objective, we are in favor of consortium. So the idea is that applicants must apply in a consortium. We put a minimum of 2 organizations, but no maximum. So it's really based on the relevancy of the topic and the work that you can decide which is the appropriate number of organizations. Please have in mind that the lead applicants must be Alizea member, but the co-applicant could be, doesn't have to be Alizea members. And the lead applicant must be an organization, so it's mean that it cannot be an individual. Individual are ineligible. You must be an organization, and they are really in charge. The lead applicants are really the person in charge for the narrative and financial reports. They are in charge of the consortium. It will be for us the focal person. In terms of budget and size of the grant, so there is two sizes. The minimum grants is 15,000 euro and the maximum is 20,000 euro. So it means that depending on the number of consortium members, depending on the topic, depending on the activities that you want to implement, you can assess the budget that you need. On the geographical focus and implementation, so for 2022, so for this small grant call, 4 countries are, we are targeting 4 countries: Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, and Vietnam. Consortium also between countries are encouraged. If you have partners between Thailand and Laos or Cambodia and Laos, it's eligible. All provinces, so it means that we don't focus on a specific agroecosystem per country. It's really broad, from mountainous area, delta, or lowlands. And the implementation period, should be 18 months. If you really need more than 18 months, it has to be really justified and explained, and it's really like exceptional circumstances to really justify why do you need a longer period. But as a basis, it's 18 months implementation. Just to give you an indicative timeline about the different steps, so we have launched the small grants 1 week ago, last week. Today is our online information session where we will be able in a minute to answer all of your questions. The deadline, and again, sorry for this online information session, we will produce a minute that will be uploaded on Alizea website and shared to everybody. This everybody has the same level of information. The deadline to submit your application is on Tuesday, 21st of June. So in 5 weeks, a bit more than 1 month. The information, so with the evaluation step, we have 2 evaluation steps. The first step, we will look at concept notes only. The selection committee will look only at the concept note. And we will select first concept notes by mid of July, and we will inform everybody who has passed this first step and who is not selected for this first step. So you will be noticed by mid of July. And then in August, the selection committee will review the full proposal, and we will announce the rewarding, the selection of the full proposal beginning of September, to start the contract by mid-September for an implementation end of 2022. And finally, to end my presentation, and then after we will open the floor for discussion, the application form is online, so it means that you have 3 documents to complete: the concept note, which is a Word document, the full proposal, Word document, and the detailed budget, Excel file at the same time. And for this, you have a short question to answer online, and you will upload those 3 documents, online using this link. If you have any difficulty, technical issues that you face when you want to submit your proposal, you can contact Mr. Tik, our colleague from Laos. He will be more than happy to help you. And just a reminder, all the documents must be submitted in English. That's as a short introduction of those guidelines. I thank you for your attention. And now we can move to reply to any questions that you may have, or unclear points. If there were unclear points, we can come back to that. Thank you for your attention. I don't see if there is new Manivan. Is there any question on the chat? I don't see so.
Yeah, no question yet.
Okay.
So, could you please add admin to someone from Cambodia? They want to join.
Yes, I added people. So either from the chat, or if you want to raise your hand, just turn on your microphone and your camera if there is a specific question, and then we will answer. So I see Dao Tian. Yes, please, Dao Tian.
Yes, thank you, Lucy, for the presentation. I have a comment on the question: who is the member of the selection committee? Who is the?
So within the
you have my question?
committee, yes, I hear you. Yeah. So the selection committee, it's eight people, and the selection committee is composed of Gret's team, Sirad, but also Alizea board members. So from each country, we have a representative from one representative from Alizea board member in Laos, in Vietnam, in Cambodia. For instance, in Vietnam, it's Dr. Kien from Organic Mekong Institute that will be part of the selection committee. So it's a mix between academia, researchers, but also NGOs for the selection committee. I didn't hear if you had another
because
yep.
I don't know if the Malika network, the number of members is changing, and we don't know if you can republish the list who is the Alizea member up to now.
Yes, yes. I can. In fact, if yes, as you mentioned, the people of organizations that are eligible to the call is Alizea members as lead applicants, but they can be in partnership with any organization. So if you want to partner with an organization that is not a member of Alizea, that's possible. It's just the lead applicant that must be Alizea members, and the list of Alizea member is available on Alizea websites. Tik, if you can put the link on the chat, that would be very helpful.
Okay, it's in the website. Okay, thank you.
Yes, on Alizea website, you have the list of all Alizea member per country, and Tik will put the link of Alizea members websites like this. Everybody can have access to that. Yeah. Do we have? Is there any other question? I can put.
I have another question because
please.
we had the flagship site that the CIRA group working on, and
Yes.
for this small grant, in terms of location or site selection, it's not exclude or include in the flagship is possible or not, or it should be choosing a site outside of the flagship.
Yes, thank you for your question, Thean. Let me try to share my screen again. Do you see it? Do you see the PowerPoint?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So in fact, there is no specific geographical area. It means that the geographical focus, it's 4 countries: Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, and Thailand. But in terms of province, it's open. It means that it can be any provinces of those 4 countries. Is there additional questions? I don't see who is raising its hand. So yeah, Hugh.
So it might too soon to ask this question, but if an application is approved, so we need to implement the activity right away in this year or next year.
No, it's the timeline is what we want is to sign the contract this year. Like this, the organization can have are secure, has the funding secure, and because we will make like in 3 installments, the payment will be in 3 installments. For instance, 30% at the beginning, and then 50, and then 20. But then, if you want to start in January, for example, 2023, or if you want to start in December 2022, it's okay. It's just it has to be relevant regarding your activities. If, for instance, you intend to submit on topic number 2, which are really connected to test and support agricultural innovation in the field, we totally understand that it has to match with agriculture calendar, the prop system, for example. So it doesn't have to start by September 2022, but it has to be relevant. The timeline has to be relevant with your activities, and to keep 18 months, and to be 18 months implementation.
Yep. Thank you, Lucy.
You're welcome. I see that there are questions in the chat. Yes, we will put this PowerPoint presentation on Alizea website. It will be shared with everybody. The PowerPoint and the minute of our discussion. I see there is more question in the chat. Actually, yes, the grants. The minimum grant is 15,000 euro, and the maximum is 20,000 euro, depending on the topic and your activities. I see that someone else raised its hand. Please, Lengtira Lida. Sorry if I say it wrong.
Yes, it's okay. Hello, everyone, and thank you for your presentation. I have a question that I saw you put this grant is have 18 months to be done of this grant, but I want to know that for the expense or the budget that I put it to apply, could be from the starting date of the agreement, like the activity from the signing agreement, or can I put the previous expense that I already expend before we are signing the grant?
So your question is the grant is the timeline. In fact, in the proposal, you will have to explain the timeline of your activities, of your implementation, and the financial reporting will be from when you start. We start the contract in September 2022, but you can start to spend the budget from November or December. Did I respond to your question? I'm not sure.
Yes, it's quite, yes. But I mean, like, okay, if we are signing the agreement on September this year, but if I have some expense related to the project before September of this year, like, okay, I spent in May already, but can I put it for the activity or not?
That's a good question. I think I will have to check the rules with our donors, but and the financial procedures. I don't think so. I think it will be starting from the contract signature for the validity of the expense.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Yeah. And let's keep like that for now. And I will check with our donor regulation. This small grant call is funded by AFD EU. So it's EU and FFM. So we have 3 donors. And I will check further on this and come back to you. But for now, let's say that it's the validity of the expense is starting from the contract, September 2022.
Yeah, thank you. And
you're welcome.
Waiting your clear, your confirm letter. So,
yes.
Yeah, thanks.
Khoảng 4:30 quay về đây.
Please, I would request if you don't ask a question to mute, to turn off your microphone. I saw that there were another person raising its hand, so it disappeared from Army, no? Or I'm mistaken?
Right. And I would like to ask, and if we write proposal, and do you have any format? Or
Yes, everything. We have templates for the concept note, for proposal and budget template. Everything is on the guidelines. So if you download the guideline, you have access to the templates. And Tik, please share it again on the chat if it's not done yet. So you have a link to download guidelines and templates.
Okay. Thank you.
And inside, you're welcome. And within the guidelines, you also have the main criteria of selection for the concept note and for the full proposal. So you can check also what we are looking for within the guidelines.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I see that there is a question in the chat. An organization can submit more than one proposal, both in the capacity of lead or part of the consortium. Yes, you can submit more than one proposal. However, one organization can be rewarded for only one proposal. It means that we will not reward 2 proposals on the same organization. I replied to Muhammad's question. Is that clear, Muhammad?
Yes, clear. Thank you.
Okay. Another question from Sam Nang from Ecoland, we noticed that there is a funding of 300,000 euro for 2022 and 2023. How many grants? Yes, it will depend on the diversity and quality of the proposal. What we say that we will provide 3 grants in Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Only one in Thailand because we have less Alizea members in Thailand. Saying that, please remind that we are also encouraging multi-country proposal. So it depends the quality of the proposal. If we could provide all the grants in 2022 if we receive many good propositions. Is that okay, Sam Nang? Is that clear, my answer? Did I understand?
May I continue?
Yes, please go ahead, Sam Nang, if you have another question.
I have 2 more specific questions. So, since Ecoland is already a member of the Alizea, so
yes,
meaning this Ecoland can be the lead applicant. But I like to ask, because Ecoland is under OUA, under university, can
yes.
Ecoland be the partner choosing other unit under OUA to be the partner, for example, the school or the other faculties? Is that possible?
It's not easy to hear you. I think there's a lot of wind or...
Yes, there's a raining here.
Raining, okay. Yes, if I understand clearly, yes, Ecoland can be a team leader, can be a team leader, lead applicants.
Yes, for the co-applicant can be under the other unit under the school or the other faculty, like the faculty of forestry or the faculty, for example.
It's a bit hard to hear you clearly, but if I understood, Ecoland can be the lead applicants, and then within your consortium, you can have co-applicants that are not member of Alizea.
I think I will write in the chat box is better.
Okay. Yes, sorry, Sam Nang, I don't hear you well.
Okay.
Let me continue. There is a question, I don't know who is ESUP. Organization must cost share for grants. Can I have a precision? Could you ask your question again? ESUP, I don't know who is it? I'm not sure to get your point. Organization must cost share for grants. If it's a question regarding the co-fundings, yes, we allow co-fundings for the grants. I don't know if it was the question. I see there is one more person raising its hand. Sevicen, please.
Yeah, just Lucy.
Yes.
You hear me?
Yes, I hear you well.
Thank you so much for your presentation, and then it's nice opportunity for Noor to try. It's the first time for me also to learn how to apply the grant. And then the question is, your interest is focused mainly on research or also the capacity building? And then the second question is, we need at least one partner from outside Noor to join, or only Noor the department can participate? Thank you.
Thank you for your 2 questions, Sevicen. So your first question regarding the activities, I confirm that training capacity building activities are also allowed. It's eligible, so it's not only research, it could be also training. And regarding the applicants, Newall Faculty of Agriculture is a member of Alizea. So it means that Nabong Faculty of Agriculture can be the lead applicants. And then you can partner with any organization. It could be another Alizea member, or it could be a non-member. And we say that we want at least a minimum of 2 applicants. So it means that Faculty of Agriculture cannot submit alone. You need to find another partner. It could be 2, 3, 4 other partners from farm organization, from private sector, from NGO, or another faculty.
Okay, thank you.
So it's very flexible. The objective is really to highlight and to encourage multi-stakeholders, also multi-stakeholder actors, and with this idea of strengthening each other. So that partners, if you look at the template and the guideline, there is a criteria on the relevancy and the quality of the consortium. So we will really pay attention to who compose this consortium, what is the role of the different partners, how do they implement, how they complement each other, and why they strengthen each other.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. I see that there is another question in the chat from FEC, Mr. Penn. Can NGO join as a consortium to submit the proposal? Yes, as a consortium, we allow research centers, NGOs, local and international NGOs, farm organizations, universities, as long as you are a Alizea member, you can be the lead applicants. And then part of the consortium is multi-stakeholders. So farmer organization, NGOs, university research centers can join the consortium. Another question in the chat, is there a cutoff date for the start of the project implementation? If approved, you mentioned that it can be relevant to our activity. What if our activity are carried out only by mid-June, for example? Okay, thank you for your question. We didn't mention a deadline, a cutoff date for starting of the project. We didn't mention this. The idea for us is that we want to keep enough time at the end of the project to ensure that we can share information, disseminate the results of the small grants, of the knowledge that will be produced within the small grants. I don't know if I reply enough to your question, Suntara.
Hi, Lucy.
Hi.
Yeah, so it's actually from me. So I'm just asking that question because if our activities are only carried out in mid-June and we have 18 months to implement, I'm just wondering in terms of timeline, that do we, okay, if there is no cut-off date for starting of the project, but is there a cut-off date for ending of the project?
Yes, we don't want project to end, it has to end before 2025.
Okay, thank you. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I see that another person is raising his hand from Army.
And sorry, because
Yes.
my camera is not so
okay.
so good. And
next time.
Can you more explain about the activity that we can apply? For example, agriculture, education, focusing on agriculture?
The activities focus on agroecology, so our sustainable agriculture and food system. This is the scope of the small grants. Hello? Did I answer your question? Hello? The person from Army, I don't know. Yeah, did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I continue with the question from the chat. How many countries can apply this fund with 300? So the first call, let me show this slide again. The first call for 2022, we target 4 countries: Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, and Vietnam. 3 grants maximum for Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam. So we will reward maximum 3. It could be only 2, but it's maximum 3. And Thailand, it will be 1, only 1, because it's the country where we have less Alizea members. To give you concrete figures, in Thailand, we have around 10 organizations that are member of Alizea. And in Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, it's nearly around 40 organizations that are member of the network. Another question from the chat. Hello, Pitu from Ecoland. I would like to know that is the requirement to include at least 2 partners in the proposal. So if Ecoland and under RUA can still be a partner with graduate school. I think it's a similar questions. The minimum of partner is 2. So at least 2 partner per proposal, but no maximum. Another question from the chat, again also from Mr. Salman from Ecoland. So Ecoland is attached to Royal University of Agriculture. Can Ecoland be partnered with other units under the umbrella of RUA? Would that be allowed? Yes, it's possible. But as mentioned again, please keep in mind that the consortium look at the criteria of selection. There is a lot of points and score given to the quality and the complementarity of partners in the consortium. So we ask a couple of questions regarding why is it complementary, what is the role of the different partners, how do they strengthen each other, and we want to encourage multi-stakeholders consortium. So we encourage universities joining with NGO, joining with private sector or farm organization, for instance. But yes, Ecoland can partner with another faculty of RUA. Does the co-applicant is a must to include in the proposal or not necessary? It's a must. You have to be 2 partners. It's a minimum requirement. If you are only 1, you will be rejected automatically. Another question, how much percentage for staff costs? We asked this question. Thank you, Sopek from Cambodia. We didn't put a maximum of percentage of human resources compared to operational resources because the topics are quite different. Topic number 1 is really regarding assessment, conducting studies. So then potentially proposal regarding this topic will be have more human resources potentially compared to topic number 2, where you have more operational budgets. So we didn't put a limit. However, we will look at the relevancy, how you use the budgets compared to achieve your activities, but there is no specific limit. Another question, can an organization form consortium with 2 organizations? Yes. So the answer of number of applicants, yes, it's 2 applicants minimum. So consortium is 2 partners, at least 2 partners.
Hi, can I still ask my question? Because what I
Sure,
meant to
please.
say was, hi Lucy, is
Hi.
can an organization be a co-applicant with 2 different, or does it always, for example, if Green Shoots decides also to partner with RUA and apply, Royal University of Agriculture, but another organization has also made the consortium with them, of course it will be different department or different parts of the university, but is that eligible, or it has to be a new setup, or does it depend on the capacity of the applicant?
You can submit several proposals, but
Thank
the lead applicants, we will reward only 1 organization. It means that we will not, 1 organization will not be rewarded of 2 grants as the lead applicants. Did I answer your question? Did I answer your question? Is it clear on that in this regard? I think I can't hear you. Okay, I hope I answer your question. If not, please open turn on your microphone again.
Yeah, please. My call dropped just when you were explaining.
Okay, no problem. So one organization as lead applicant will be rewarded only of 1 grant.
Okay.
But so you can be, 1 organization could submit several proposals.
Yeah.
As a lead applicant, but you know that you will be rewarded only 1.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Army, yes, I see that you raised your hand again. Or is it from before? I don't know. Manivan, maybe you can tell me. I don't know if, is it a new question or? I don't know the person from Army.
No, this is from the old one.
The old one, okay. Another question from Ecoland, does it mean that it can be 2 grants, one as a lead applicant and 1 as a co-applicant? Yes, the answer is yes, Samnang. So then how many organizations will pass the grant per year, per country? 3 for Laos, 3 for Cambodia, 3 for Vietnam, 1 for Thailand. It's a maximum. It's maximum 3 per country, except for Thailand, which is 1.
Lucy, can I have a question?
Sure, I don't know. Solid, yes, please, go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Among the three theme topic, you use the term topic here, is there any priority among the three? Yes or no?
Sorry, I didn't hear you well. Could you repeat?
Among the three themes that I
Yes.
mentioning earlier, is there any
Yes.
priority among the three?
Thank you for your question.
I mean, one
Yeah.
one I have more weight than the other, and also I have another follow-up question. Is I am interested in the theme number 3. Can you elaborate a bit detail in this, because this is we kind of evaluating or measuring the effect of the existing initiative from our Eliezer activity. So is that necessary or limited to the one that activity by our organization, or can be outside of our organizations, like our member? So is there any problem in terms of the evaluation, like such kind of this for the other member? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sorry for your question. So there is no priority among the 3 topics. There is not one that we say that we want to reward 2 grants for topic 1, for example, and only 1 grant for topic 2. No, all the 3 topics have the same weight. And it's also for us to know what is the most interest from the members. So we are also looking to see on what topic we will receive the most proposal, to help us also to guide potentially Eliezer activities in the future. For instance, if we receive a lot of proposal targeting topic 3, which seems that it's your interest, then maybe it seems that within Eliezer we can then develop more activities regarding this topic, because we see that, for instance, in Cambodia, more than 50% of the proposal we are targeting this topic. So it's just for us for the future activity and action plan of Eliezer, but it's not, they are the same equal weights, because we feel that the 3 topics are key driving for promoting agroecology transition. And regarding your second question, so it's to give you some examples, the idea is that to assess the performance and the impact of agroecology, there is a lot of different methods, and because we also want to target the specificity of each country. So there is no one methodology that it's compulsory to use more than another. That's the first point. Second point is that it can be multi-dimension agroecology or a specific dimension of agroecology. So it depends also what you would like to assess. And the third one is regarding comparison. You can also make a proposal to compare between conventional agriculture and agroecological system. Did I answer your question, Solitz, or you need more information regarding the?
Yeah, I think you answered my question, but also I have a follow-up question about the. You said that it will be the same weight among the 3. So it means that for the Cambodia case, if the application submitted for the 3 topics, so will you select based on the one each for the topic, or it can be different from the it really depends on the proposal itself, how the interest of the or the accuracy or the quality of the proposal. For example, all the 3 proposals will be responding to the topic number 1, and then you have to leave the kind of poor quality proposal in the topic number 2, something like that? Is that the case or not?
Yes, thank you for your question, Sorit. It will depend on the proposal. So we didn't assign to say that we absolutely want to reward one grant per topic. So potentially, if there is a lot of proposal on topic 3, and that they are like really good quality, potentially in Cambodia, for instance, let's say that most of the proposal in Cambodia target topic number 3, we could give the 3 grants in Cambodia for topic number 3, and then it means that there will be no grants targeting topic 1 and 2.
Okay,
So
clear. Thank you very much.
Yeah, depending on the proposal. Yeah, thank you. So I see that there is another question from Sovan. Please, Sovan, you raise your hands.
Yeah, Lucy. The question is from journalist. The journalist interested in this grant, and he asked me about the topic number 2.
Okay.
He think that what do you think if he produced the video related to agriculture or agroecology, and they disseminate on the channel, a specific channel for disseminate, and they could apply for the grant or not? But he is not a member of the Alizia, but he joined a lot of events with us before. And this is the question. And for my question, is possible, do you think if the journalist, they apply the grant and he is the leader, but they try to find the partner of Alizia member? For example, like they work with Farmer Federation, who member of Alizia, and then they go to produce the video of success story of the farmer and disseminate on their channel. Is it possible or not?
Unfortunately, no, it's not possible. The journalist has to partner with an organization from Alizia member, and we are not allowed to give grants to individual people. It has to be an organization.
He joined by his own organization, not by individual, you know.
Yes,
because
yes, okay.
It looks like a company, private sector, the journalist.
Okay. I see, but they must discuss and with one of the Alizia partner. They cannot be the lead applicants.
Okay, so it's possible he tried to contact with the one member of Alizia, and then they join the proposal and discuss their activity. And for the activity for disseminate agroecology or produce the video for disseminate on their channel is possible for the topic number 2, I think.
I think it has to be a bit more not only dissemination, it's a test support agroecology innovation. Dissemination could be one activity, one part, but I think it has to be to propose other activities, I think.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you. But interesting to know that journalists are also interested, maybe.
Because they follow up the Alizia website
Alizia.
and also the Facebook as well.
Okay, maybe another time we have a specific work with them. I see another. Do you have another question, Sovan, or it's okay?
Okay, no. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Sovan. I see another person raising his hand, Mr. Tanva.
Yeah, good afternoon, and thank
Good
you
afternoon.
for your information and presentation. So just to be more clear for me, so I'm not sure that this grant can be designed and implemented with 12 months or just only 1 year.
Sorry, I didn't hear you well.
Sorry. So I'm not sure, just to be more clear for me, because for the implementation period, so can we design this grant only implemented with 12 months or 1 year?
18 months.
18 months, right?
Yeah, maximum.
So for the minimum, just only 18 months.
Yes, we will assess the relevancy between your timeline and the activities and the budget. So it could be lower, it could be only 12 months, 10 months. But we will see to make sure that it's a coherence with the budget and activity, but it could be lower, but there is no minimum.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. I see another question in the chat from Dr. Samnan. Are there any specific maximum budget rule? Only one. Do you see the guidelines or not? Do you see or only the PowerPoints? Can you let me know? Manivan, can you tell me? Do you see the PowerPoint or the document, the Word document?
No, now you share only the PowerPoint.
Okay, so let me share again to answer some question. So there is no minimum or maximum regarding HR, for instance. It depends the topic, but we will assess the relevance between budget, allocation, and activities. The only percentage, the rule that is maximum is regarding overheads, is 10% maximum. Others, there is no other rules. It's based on relevancy, on how the budget is used. I see that there is still Mr. Tanva and Army raising their hands, but I guess it's from previous question or a new question.
It's from previous question.
Okay. So just to let you know that inside the guidelines that TIC put the link, you have the evaluation grid. So I really strongly recommend you to have a look to the criteria that we will use to score and select the concept note. So it's out of 30 for the concept note. And the same, we put it the evaluation grid for the full proposal. So you have all the detailed criteria and the score. And at the end of the guidelines, you have the templates. So it's a 2-page concept note, 10-page full proposal, every time is a maximum. And then you have, so with the timeline, and then you have the Excel file with the budget. Everything is on Alizea website. Is there any? I can show also. Is there any additional question and comments? I think it was very productive, very nice. A lot of questions. Maybe just then, if there is no more question, just I will show you Alizea websites quickly. Yes, I don't know, Nguyen Nopay from FANO. Please go ahead with your question.
Yeah, sorry. So I want to about the guidelines and the annex 1, page 15 of the document you just shown. So I see here the initiative main objective line is has a very limited space. So does that indicate any importance regarding to that subject?
Which one? Sorry, say it again.
page 15 of 17.
Which?
Wow. So it's in the Annex 1 and 1 section.
You just write about, the more you
On
write,
the
the
next
better.
second page. It says initiative main objective.
I try to find.
Wait.
So you are in the full proposal or concept note?
Yes, full proposal.
Yeah, full proposal.
Okay,
Yeah.
full proposal. And the question.
Yeah. It's in the Annex 1 and 1 section.
Yes.
So I think you're a little bit far down.
Can you put the title of the section in the chat to help me to find it easily? Yes, I'm in Annex 1. This is the template. The question in between
Initiative main objective.
Initiative main objective, but
yeah.
Up.
Yeah, I think you're quite down.
No, here is the first page of the full proposal.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. It's concept note proposal form.
Concept note.
Proposal. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, on the second page of that.
Second page.
Yeah,
yes.
You're there. Initiative main objective. So I see that the space provided here are pretty
small.
Yeah. So I wonder if that indicates any importance on that section, because I do think that is quite a good section to focus on. Maybe.
Thank you for your
Yeah.
Thank you for your question. Here is really to describe the what do you intend to achieve. So the objective of the project, and then below it's the description of the approach and the method to reach this objective. So it's true that the main objective is supposed to be like only two, or it's a sentence. It's 2 or 3 lines. It's a 1 sentence to express your main objective, the main objective of your project, of the project.
Yeah, so it should be brief is what I'm
hearing.
Yes,
should be brief. Exactly, should be brief.
Okay. So I have another question.
Please.
Yeah. So now it's in the full proposal.
Okay.
Yeah, full proposal form, and it's also on the second page. So it's the objective, and it does say global and specific. So
yes.
I'm wondering what the significance.
It's in fact the global objective is the same as it should be the same as this one. Actually, it's true that. I understand the confusion. Maybe we should have use the same wording. It's the overall objective of your project, so it's supposed to be the same. And then it's more specific objective of your project. So the global is the overall.
So you need to discuss the global context of the project. Am I right?
It's not the context. The context is the section before. It's like, in fact, the context is the main challenge and what is the problem actually. What is the problem? And so how do you intend to solve that problem on the overall
global
objective.
size.
Yes, and then more precisely on the specific objective.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So another one, last one.
Yes, please. Please.
Okay. On the next page.
Yes.
Yeah. The right next page is the ways to face potential risks. That section.
Yes.
Right. So this is quite a complicated question. So I think. And this from my colleague, so I might not understand it entirely correctly, but from what I can understand is from, so are we talking about the problem that the project may face, or the existing problem that is currently existing right now that we might run into, right? So we're talking about more about the environment problems that we might come up with, or is that the more procedural problem, right?
Exactly.
What we need to do, right?
Exactly. It's just to try to identify and to anticipate potential problems that will not. That will put you in a situation that you will not be able to implement the activities.
Yeah.
So it could be environment, like for example, like lockdown again. That's an example. Or a specific administrative procedure. For instance, I don't know if your organization is currently waiting for a registration or a monitoring on memorandum of understanding or an agreement that you are waiting for, and you think you will sign it soon, and then you will be implementing an activity, for instance. So just to try to let us know what is potential problems that you identify that if it happens, you will not be able to implement the activities. And then what do you propose to try to kind of have a second option?
So we should focus on what is fatal to the project.
Yes, it's to anticipate problems.
Yeah, because you know, there's probably more than 10 problems that we're gonna come up with. But yeah, but some of them are not gonna be fatal, and some of them are gonna be something we can, you know, deal with it on the process, right?
Sure. Yeah. Here we are meaning like significant problems like that. Because we all understand, when we all know that the life of a project is also to find solutions to problems. It's part of the project cycle and activities. It's more here like really like as you said, like more an environmental dimension or administrative dimension that we really make you in a difficult situation to implement the activity. It's not small problems that you could face during the implementation. It's more like higher risk.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all my questions. Thank you.
You're welcome. I see that there is a few more questions in the chat. The time for submitting concept notes should be submitting. Yes, all should be submitting in the same time. So it means that you have, I will show that again. You have to submit all concept note, full proposal, and detailed budget at the same time. And actually, we can have a quick look. What do you see now? Manivan, can you help me? Do you see my screen, or do you see the?
Yeah, if you click on.
Sorry.
You click on table.
So do you see the online submission?
Yes.
Or do you? You see the online submission.
Deadline of, yes.
Okay.
Deadline
So,
of submission.
no, do you see the Word document or the online?
We are seeing the Word
We see the
document.
word.
Okay, so it's not the good one. Okay, so let me do it again. Okay, what do you see now?
Yes, online question.
Okay, so this is the application. This is the online application form. So you see the deadline is Tuesday, 21st June. So you have few questions to reply. Name of applicants, the focal point, email, which country, which topic do you submit for? Is it for topic number 1, 2, or 3? And then here you will upload the full proposal, and here the detailed budgets. So the full proposal include the concept notes, and then you click submitting. So I also show you the Alizea website. So on the Alizea website, you have guideline and template 2022. And here you can download the guidelines. You can download concept note and full proposal template. And here you can download the detailed budget templates. And the link of the online submission is here, all at the same time. And it will be this. And so the minutes of our discussion for today will be put on the section information session 2022. Is there any other questions and comments? I think it's already a lot of questions and a lot of people that join. And again, if you have technical issue to submit your proposal, you can contact Mr. Tick at this email. And if you have further question, you can contact Manivan and me. Our email is also at the beginning of the grants. So if you click here, you find our information. And the same to download the templates. So I click here, concept note and full proposal template, and then you have the Word document that appear. Okay, I see one more question, and then I think I propose that we can stop. Mr. I don't know, it's iPhone 6. Who is iPhone
sorry.
6?
I'm Zhang.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question. So
Please.
in the expected outputs, the section 4, during the course of the small grant work implementation, organization will also participate to at least 2 lesson sharing and cross-learning events. So
yes.
This outside of the budget of the grant, or we, in writing, we need to include this activity in?
Thank you for your question. So the production of the one case study report, the production of narrative financial report, and the production of at least 2 knowledge products, this has to be included in your budget. It's your time to produce that. The participation to the lesson sharing and cross-learning events, or webinar, exchange visit, this will be organized by Alizea team. So you don't need a budget for that. You just commit your time to participate and to share the results of the grants during those events. But you don't have to include budget for those events. After, if you want to include in your budget specific workshop or forum to disseminate your results, more than here, it's possible. It's welcome. Huh?
Yeah, thank you. I understand.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Yes, I agree with Muhammad. Very productive session. A lot of questions. We try to anticipate a lot, but finally there's still a lot of questions. So we will produce, again, we will share the PowerPoints on Alizea website. We will make a minute and upload it on Alizea website quickly to share with everybody. I propose that if there is no more questions or comments, I propose that we can stop here. Maybe until 3:30, 2 or 3 more minutes, if there are. I don't see anybody else to raise its hand or in the chat. Okay, so once again, please have a look we really encourage you to have a look to the criteria that are mentioned in the guidelines, especially regarding this multi-stakeholders approach, multi-stakeholder consortium, and the role of the different partners. And we are looking forward to receive all your proposal. And again, if you have any further questions, Manivan, myself, and Tik are here. We'll be there to answer your question. So I propose that we stop here unless someone jump in with another questions. Okay, so I would like to thank you for your time and availability. We are really looking forward to receive your proposal in 1 month. Don't forget, 21st of June is the deadline. And we are sure to get a good proposal. Have a good weekend, everybody. A nice end of afternoon, and keep in touch.